When we talk about great minds in Africa, it's not necessarily about an old age. The person is older than you, or um, the person is having a lot of certifications and all of that, or degrees and all of that. No. Sometimes you can be young, but then the mind is really open and sharp. What are we talking about today? We are talking about a great leader, a great mind in Burkina Faso, President Ibrahim Traoré. When we talk about him, we are talking about Burkina Faso, great country, lovely people, amazing culture. Their food is great and amazing. And, for some time now, they've been through hell. They've been through a turmoil. Their economy wasn't doing well until when their leader, Ibrahim Traoré, rose up and then came to power. He didn't come to power in the normal, old-fashioned way through voting or through election, but then he came to power by force. And then everybody in the country was contemplating, is he going to be a good leader? Because Burkina Faso hasn't really had a good history when it comes to leadership. So everybody was contemplating, is he going to be a good leader? Well, for the past few years that he has been the leader of Burkina Faso, there's been tremendous growth. I mean, great developments, massive developments here and there, from the airports to infrastructure to partnerships, strategic, leadership and all of that in Burkina Faso, which is really, really good. So, with today's topic, we're going to talk about 55 new hospitals that has been built by the president of Burkina Faso. These hospitals are strategically being constructed and developed in Burkina Faso right now. And what are we going to talk about today? So, Burkina Faso has launched the construction of 55 new hospital facilities and 5 intensive care units. 55 new hospitals being constructed from the scratch and 5 intensive care units. What is it going to do? So, it is to boost health care access in Burkina Faso. This is marvelous. So this ambitious project is, part of the Presidential Health Initiative, IPS, launched by the President of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, and it is to improve the access to quality medical services across all 13 regions. One thing I like about Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, is that, he is not biased. He says he's a soldier. So what do soldiers do? They serve their people. You know, what happens in most African countries is that when a leader rises up to become president of the country, to rule the country, they most often serve the community they are from, the region they are from, you know. So at the end of the day, most of the development is being focused on only a section or a fraction of the country. But here lies the case that Burkina Faso's president Ibrahim Traoré is not biased. He says all the 55 new hospitals that are going to be constructed are going to be constructed in all the 13 regions so that easy and quality healthcare will be accessible to everybody. Everybody will have access to quality healthcare, so that the health status of the people will be improved. And this is one thing that I really love about him and all of that. So let's break it down. Let's see what kind of facilities are going to be, constructed under Ibrahim Traore. This initiative includes transforming the 55 health and social promotion centers. So it is aimed to provide comprehensive medical services nationwide. So everybody is included. Nobody is left behind. All the among, like from north to south to east to west, every part of the country is included. Nobody's left out. The plan involves constructing and equipping 5 new anesthesia resuscitation departments in various hospitals. So they're going to construct 5 anesthesia and resuscitation departments, 20 medical centers, 2 hemodialysis units, 5 resuscitation blocks, and 1 heart institute. Wow. So it cuts across like literally everywhere. The institute also aims to introduce molecular diagnostics for breast cancer to enhance early detection and treatment. This is really good because it is going to help, detect people that are having breast cancer very quickly so that they don't die from it, and then they'll be treated accordingly to how they're supposed to be treated. And mind you, because these match healthcare is being provided to them, they are going to receive quality health care and health service. So this is really good thing that Burkina Faso is doing. So let's look at more details. So to support these developments, the Burkinabe government has allocated 12% of national budget to the Ministry of Health, focusing on grading hospital equipment, reducing costs for medical examinations, and acquiring advanced medical technologies. Wow, this is really good. So 12% of national budget has been cut and set aside to, reduce costs, buy more equipment to, help increase the quality of health services in the country, so that it will make the lives of the citizens very easy and simple. This is what we call leadership in Africa. We need more of this kind of leadership in majority of the nations in Africa, because it is high time these leaders prioritized the health of their people. You go to certain countries and healthcare is very bad. It is very sad. And I would say congratulations to Burkina Faso for, this kind of great and massive development that they are, taking upon. It is great actually, because a leader like this to be like, you guys shouldn't pay me as president. I'm a soldier, so pay me according to my role. I am just performing my duties as the leader of the country. That is all. So part of his salary and part of everybody's salaries is put aside in a national basket to be able to do some of these developmental projects. Can you imagine three tomato processing factories has been set aside, has been constructed already in Burkina Faso? At first, when Burkina Faso when they grow the tomatoes, they have to send it to France already, and then France will have to process it and then send it back to Africa and sell it to us as at a higher price, which is very terrible. So this is what Ibrahim Traoré saw, and he was like, no, we grow the crops here, we grow the tomatoes here, and then we process it, and then we sell it among ourselves. That way it keeps the economy running, it keeps money flowing, and then it keeps the currency very stable and strong, creating more jobs and employment across Africa, making our lives very easy. This is the kind of leadership we're looking for as Africans, not the ones who will go to, the West and then seek for help, seek aid, borrow loans that we can't even pay, and all of those things. So bringing this to a wrap, I want to know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think more has to be done as Africans? Do you think our leaders in Africa, the rest of the African leaders, should learn from Burkina Faso? Because I feel like a lot of work has to be done to our leaders. Our leaders need to do a lot of work to, come up with some policies that will really help us as African. So Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys on the next one.